Hi everybody. It's a little early. Just wanted to come on and say hi. Got everything all settled and everything ready for tonight's class. Busy Bees, a little cute one. We made bees last year and these are a little bit different. I think these are a little bit easier. I do think the other bees are a lot cuter, but these are a lot easier. So I figured, let's try an easier bee this time. It's all about the bees. Bees are everywhere this spring. In like decor and things like that. Saw a big bumblebee today too. I like the fake bees a heck of a lot better than I like the real ones. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope that you got your kit already at the library. If not, maybe you're watching this on a replay and you've gotten it another time. So it is still a couple minutes to 7. I'll just go over a few tools that you guys just need to have with you, like normal. In your kit, you do have your pop dots. I do have this roll of pop dots that, not really pop dots, it's like pop tape, we'll just call it. It is, I bought it at the Dollar Tree. There is like 3 rolls in there for $1. I like using it. Some people don't. It works out really nice for a big title, so that you're not using up all your little dots. But I just wanted to point it out to you. Another thing is I wanted to point out to you is the Dollar Tree is carrying pop dots, so you can get pop dots there too. If by some chance I didn't give you enough, which I always feel like I give you enough, because you know what I always say, use too many pop dots, it's like you're pop dotting the whole thing. I took a sip of water before I went on. The minute I start talking, I need a sip of water. You know, the coughing will come next. But anyway, that's just the way it works, for me anyway. So we need our tape runner, and I use my Tombow, which I love. And you need either like a glue stick or a zig or your X. I don't know how much the X is really going to work tonight, because I think things are a little bit too big. But a glue stick or a zig, or if you have your Tombow that has the pink refill, it's called the mono dot adhesive, because there are little dots on there, so you don't have to worry about it giving you big strips of adhesive. Tonight, actually underneath me, I'm using this nifty new little mat that I got because I was throwing out so much paper. It's a silicone mat, Amazon. So love it, totally love it. If you are interested, just see if you can reach out to me. And good news, I'm back at the library in June for a live class, so looking forward to that. So let's just see. I don't see if anybody's even on with me just yet, so I know I'm early, but let's see. Swipe left to reveal comments. It's to the right, this is to the left. Oh good, I do have some comments. Oh good, you guys, I'm sorry. I just didn't see them. So hi everybody, I'm not alone. I'm very excited when I'm not alone. So, because sometimes I practice on my own and it's just not as much fun as when I'm with you guys. So, hi everybody. And I'm excited that you guys are all here. So anyway, I just wanted to give you all that information. And I'm using this little picker-upper thingy that I got for some small pieces. And I think last time I talked about the one that you can find easily in Michael's. And I don't see it in my little carousel behind me. So it's from Silhouette. They have that. It's over there by the Silhouette and Cricut things. So that's that. But anyway, I'm going to get started. And we have a lot to do. A lot of little pieces. So if you're new with me, I just want to tell you, that your bag, your kit is set up that when you open up your bag, everything in the front, like where the directions are, that is for your left page. Everything in the back is for your right page. So the front page will have the front page, I like that one. The left page will have 3 bags. You'll have your little bumblebee bag, you will have your bag of flowers, and you will have your bag that has your title and all of your mats. One thing I always tell you is don't dump all your bags. You dump all your bags, good luck. Too many pieces to figure out. So I just wanted to tell you that. Thanks for the kind words, guys. Steph, I'm glad you got to come on a little bit. And I hope that I'm making your day a little cheerier. I miss all of you. I hope that I'm going to see you guys soon in June and live. And I'm giving all air hugs in person and all air hugs right now. So thanks for coming on. And I'm glad you guys joined me today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the big bag. We're just going to jump into the deep end of the pool. So lots of little things in here, so let's just take it slow and careful. And I'm just so afraid that, like, when I did all of these bags of flowers, that, like, I don't know, that some things are missing, because right now in my bag I don't look like I have any white flowers in there. So that's just stressing me out right now. So let's just see what we got going. So we're going to take everything out of this bag. And there's a lot of little goodies. A little piece of that bee is just, there we go. So my bag is empty. Just move that on to the side. I am going to start by organizing. So I have my little clouds. I have my background to my title. So I'm just going to put them together. I have, this is for my title, this is for my title, this is for my title, okay, all my little words, this is for my bee. Alright, this is my, my mats. 2-sided paper. I actually did the darkest, I believe. Yes, I did the darker of the blues. And I did the, I think the gray is not two-toned. It is two-toned, I lied. And I used the lighter. So the dark blue and the lighter blue. Doesn't really matter what you guys do. If you decide that you want to do it the other way, you go right ahead and do whatever you want. I think I might have just put it on the wrong side. I did. So I'm doing darker. Darker and darker. So, because I'm just silly like that. Don't even listen to myself when I talk. So I am going to have my darker blue and my darker gray. On the sample, I did the lighter. So, just got rid of some of my paper. So that's always good. I'm also going to just make sure that I have nothing on the back of this. So no little pieces are sticking. I am going to take my white, and I think I'm out of adhesive on this one. So let's go take out my backup. And there it is. So let's just say, we'll put this down. And if anybody's new tonight, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know some of my regulars aren't with me tonight, and I'm with them in thoughts, so please know that. Let's see, we have my light blue portion of my bumblebee. I have to tell you that on the sample, I had 2 tones on the leaves, and I found it very distracting, so I got rid of it. So it's not like you're missing it. I got rid of it, and I couldn't pull it off of the sample without destroying it. So we're doing this one the way that I really wanted to do it. And it is, the leaves are going to go first because we have to build up this title, which I think is so cute, and I really, really think it's adorable. And I'm going to add my wings. Okay. And then if you look at the bee's body, there's a lighter and a darker. I wanted the darker side to show, so I'm going to put the adhesive on the lighter side. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to add his little head. There's a lot of little pieces to this little title, but that's okay. It's all fun. Okay. Then let's just see. I think I'm missing a piece. I hope you guys aren't going to be missing pieces, because I'm like this one. There's a lot of little pieces, and if anybody is missing any pieces, I am going to have them with me, extra ones with me, or get them out to the library. You can private message me on Facebook. My name is Laurie Janowitz, and it is Laurie. Janowitz is Janowitz. Private message me in Messenger. Tell me that you were at the on the library's Busy Bee and you're missing something. I'll mail you something if you're missing it, okay? It'll probably be easier just to do it that way, because right now I'm missing a piece, but it might have been stuck to something else. So I just always that's the crazy part when it is so involved like this. When the bee is like this is just crazy. Actually, I'm not missing a piece. I just thought I was, and it just looked like I was. Oh, it gives me heart attack. Heart attack, heart attack. It was in my throat. I was just like, ugh. I get all nervous and crazy. So I feel like I'm like talking a mile a minute, and I'm talking very fast. So I'm going to try to relax a little bit. Sorry, I feel like I'm like that. There's this one lady that I watch sometimes on YouTube or Facebook. I'm not really too sure. And I actually feel like her, and she actually stresses me out, and I'm acting just like her. So I'm so sorry if I'm stressing anybody out. I can't even say like, I had too much coffee today. I can't say that. I can't blame anything but just craziness. That I totally just assumed that I didn't have something in the kit. I always think badly of myself. All right. See, what's so nice about this silicone mat is I could put adhesive on it and nothing is sticking to it, so I really like it. You can see here at the top here, you can see the outline of Busy. Now, the Busy, the Y is not connected because it just can't, the Y just wasn't able to connect to the S just because of the way that the letters are. Not all letters can always be all fully connected. So, now my Busy is right there. So that's really cool. Very, very happy with that. And now I'm going to take my my E, and I followed the way that the E's go because of the way that it is on the title. So then you know that's the way that it's going to go. For whatever reason, on my other one, I didn't follow it as well. So on this one, I'm going to do it correctly. On that one, I don't know. Maybe I needed coffee. Too bad I don't drink coffee. I drink tea. All right, so I want to make my E's this time going the same way. The other one was so busy, they didn't even realize the E was going the other way. So, love this. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. All right. There is our title. It looked so much more complicated than it actually was. Nice layering gives everything a nice look. now we're going to do our little bees. Okay. So let's see. One of my little antennas got bent a little bit. But I'm just going to roll it so now it's fixed. Nobody has to be the wiser. Doesn't really matter which side, I don't think. And you're just going to adhere it down. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to try to minimize as much of the paper as possible. And put that on. Okay. So now we have to add the little, this time it's the opposite way. We had the yellow body and then we added the black stripes. This time I decided instead of having a little head that we had to add like floating on there, we're just going to put the stripes on there. So I got smart with the little bees. So again, the paper is double-sided. So I chose the darker. I wanted the darker of the yellows to show. So you can choose either side that you want. And the way that this is going to go is the yellow stripe on the top is going to be going down, and the stripe underneath is going to be going up. So let me see if I can put this on this cloud and bring it closer so you guys can understand what I'm saying, because sometimes my lingo. So this one's going down and this one's going up. So that's the top and that's the bottom, okay? And when I say that, that's the stripes, okay? And then of course that cutesy little triangle goes at the bottom. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna just take my little zig, put 2 little dots on there. I'm gonna just take my little picker-upper. People use tweezers. And I have never been good at using tweezers. Tweezers are not my friend. And right now my little picker-upper is not being my friend either. Alright, let's just see. Okay. I'll take it back. Little picker-upper, you're working great. So now I just want to flip this over. And there I go. Alright. And put that at the end. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a couple little dots right where I think I'm going to be putting my stripes. Couldn't think what those words were. Stripes. Okay, and then this one is going to go here. All right. Okay. There we go. There's my little bee. And then we'll do the same thing on this one. Cutesy little bees. And we are going to be going up. And then down. There we go. Okay, so now my little bees are all together. Okay. So now that whole bag is done, and that bag looks quite full. So we're just going to take all of our little goodies that we just made, and we're just going to put them on the side because we're going to build some more. We're going to work on the big bee now. Okay. Here are all my little pieces. Just be careful when you're taking them all out. And I have my fan on tonight. I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm hot. I don't know. It was a beautiful, beautiful day today, though. I'm not going to complain about that. That is for sure. All right. The darker side is the side that I would like my bead to be. If you don't want your bead to be that color, that is fine. When I put his face on, I made it so that the bottom of his face came a little bit lower. But I really wanted to be even a little bit lower than the head because it's the, I don't want the indent of, I should say I want the, is it an indent? It's his like mouth area. I don't know if I'd call it an indent. I don't know what you would call it. But I want his mouth to be a little bit lower to give it definition. But I put it on straight. So let's fix that again. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. 3 times is a charm. That's the other great thing about this adhesive, that if you do make a little bit mistake, you have a little bit of playtime. And always, if you don't press down all the way, you'll be able to have a little bit of movement and to shift things around a little bit. Gives yourself a little time for setting up. Because nothing is worse than making a little bit of an error, and it kind of saves you. The zig glue, you don't get that chance too much. So the black is the black on either side. It doesn't really matter, excuse me. And his little eyes, I don't know why I flipped it. It didn't really matter. Because his little eyes kind of just go right in the little sockets. And then kind of just take a little zig and plop his little eye right in there. Technical terms, plop his eye right in there. And then scoosh it up. Okay. Now this little part is his body. And the little tippity top is the neck, and that will go underneath his chin. So let's just lay all of this out. I believe everything is going to be going up. You will see how everything should fit. This bigger piece, so this one's kind of makes good sense. The biggest piece goes along the bottom, and it's really like right at the bottom of the little body. Because if you flip him over, now it kind of looks like a Hershey's Kiss. When you flip it over, it's kind of a little bit bigger than the body, but that's what we need to do to form his body. And I don't know why I keep flipping it over like it matters. It doesn't. And then you know exactly where this is going to go, where it fits across the body. So now it touches both sides, so you know it fits. So perfect. And his neck, you want the bigger piece towards the bottom, the smallest piece to the neck. And you kind of just wanted to, whatever spacing and how it should just kind of fit right on the body again. So there's a little tiny tip that's yellow. Side to side fits, and this kind of side to side fits, but of course it's a little bit lower. And then all we're just going to do is at this tip, actually why don't we just do it this way? Put a little adhesive at the bottom of his head in the back and lay it down. And I really want to make sure that I get to see a little bit of that black stripe at the tippity top by his neck. Okay, and it's a he, but it could be a she, whatever you'd like to make him or her. Okay, and now these little wings are going to slip behind. I have it so you don't see much negative space between there. I have a piece of my hair in my adhesive. How nice. What else is new? If it's not my hair, it's the dog's hair. Always. Okay, so I'm going to flip him over. I'm just going to take his little wings. This is how I build. And it's when we're in a live class and I'm explaining to you how I build things, I'll say from behind, because I usually build this way. If you have a better way of building, feel free to paper piece however you feel comfortable. This is, I guess, maybe the way that, I don't know, I've seen people do it, or when I took a paper piecing class a long time ago, that's how the teacher taught us, but I'm not really too sure. And we have our little hands, but the hands can't go on just yet because he doesn't really have arms because he's in behind the flowers. So I'm just going to set his little hands right there, and I'm going to set him on the side. And now I'm going to go through here, and I really do not see those white flowers anywhere, and I see them in the other bag, but I don't really know. I have to see. I'm hoping. No. Oh, there they are. Oh my goodness. Oh, feels so much better. See, I didn't think anything of myself that they were in there. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's try to organize all of this. This is a lot to organize, a lot of stuff in here. So I'm gonna just take those, put them in a pile, and take your bigger flowers and kind of like leave them on the side. And I'm going to just make a pile of all my little white flowers that I'm so happy to see. No confidence in me, but if you need to private message me, go right ahead anyway. It doesn't matter. I'd love to say hi. If you had any questions or anything else. Okay. And then I have these little guys. And I have some leaves. Okay, and these are some centers, some small leaves. All right. So let's start putting things together. We're going to try to minimize the paper as much as we can. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to take these two and we're going to play with them and make sure that they fit. So it is, I believe, two-sided, but we want the darker of the big flower, and we want the darker of the blue flower that goes right along with it. So what I'm going to just do is I'm going to put a little adhesive on there, and then I'm going to line it up best that I can. And see, I don't like that because I'm not happy. There we go. Now that's down. I'll put that right down. And now this is the biggest brown. So this is another way of getting rid of another piece. That brown center right in the middle. Just going to take this little guy and move him on the side. Now I am going to take, I don't know what color this really would be, but let's just say the dark pink. And it is going to have, let's see, it's going to have the lighter pink center in there. This is an easy one to line up. Put this right in the center. And then it is going to be the second largest. Should have two of these. And that one's going to go in the center. Put that one on the side. We have this nice orange one. And we want the orange one to be on the darkest side. And we want the orange center to be on the lightest side so you'll be able to see that center. And we're going to do that. And we're going to put the other Well, it's the biggest one that's left. How does that sound? I'm going to put that in the center. Sometimes it's hard to explain what it all is. Okay, so now we can see that this one and this one should fit. Okay, maybe let's flip it over and see if it fits. Much better. So you have to make sure whichever side when you put it on, if it doesn't fit on there, just turn it around. You might have to turn it around and look for a fit. This one is going to give me a hard time. There it goes. Oh my goodness, I thought I tried that before. So you're just going to have to play with it. It's kind of like a little bit of a puzzle. Just give yourself a little bit of time. As you can see, it wasn't easy for me either. So we have that one done. And if you can notice, what we're trying to do is we're slowly putting everything together, but we're slowly minimizing everything and taking everything step by step, which makes perfect sense. And again, all of this is for the first page, so that is awesome and great. All right, so now we have these blue flowers. Again, they're double-sided blue. I did use the lighter of the colors, and all of these guys are going to go on the ends of our flowers that we just added to the greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back, and then I want the darker side showing because this is the back, and I put it down. I think this is the easiest way to do this. So you have a large one and a small one, and I want the dark side to show because it's the back. And now I flip it over and it's perfect. So again, a big one and a small one go. So since I put, well, you can tell which one is the bigger side, okay? Because there's the bigger of the green and the smaller of the green. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put adhesive on the back and add my big one, my big tulip, and then I'm going to put adhesive on the back, and I'm going to put the other tulip. And how nice is that? That's still less that we have to do. All right, so now this is the big one. Now let's just see. I have a small one. Here we go. That goes with this. And this goes with this. So that all makes good sense. So now that I can tell you what I did, you have 4 bigger ones and 1 smaller one. I have the 1 smaller one on the smaller of the turquoise. It's either or of the colors that you want. They're pretty. Is it pretty? Is it the same color? It is the same color, I believe. I don't think this one is double-sided. So I'm just going to put the center in that one. I do have 1 extra center left over. I'm just going to put that on the side because you never know. I might have shortchanged myself in the other bag. But most likely I wouldn't have done it to the other kit. It probably, I don't know. Sometimes it's good I give extra just because I don't recall. And I'm sorry if my hands are so much in the way. I just looked at the video, and I'm trying to minimize my hands as much as possible. Because I really want you to be able to see as much as possible. So I'm just going to be adding the centers onto the, oh, did I do? Oh, look at that. I want it on the darkest side, Well, this one's going to be on the lighter side, and the other two are going to be on the darker side. So that's nature for you. So they'll be different, and that's all good. And whatever I do, if you know, these smaller ones, if you pick a different side, it's all good. Okay? All right. So now we have everything together. Just going to move everything up so we can start to put this page together, because we just did all of this work, and now we're going to add it to the paper. Okay, so you're going to take one of your sheets. It's a little busy. This paper is a little busy. You get it? Busy bee, it's busy. All right, sometimes people don't appreciate me, but that's okay. I always joke and I say I'm my biggest fan. Here it comes. 7 o'clock and my throat gets all funky. Oh my goodness. I think it's allergies. And I know a lot of people are suffering from allergies, and I never really had allergies before. So, but they do say that your body changes every 7 years. So there you go. So here's my busy bee. I have it so that B is kind of straight. This will get pop dotted. So we're just laying everything out, making sure everything fits. I know that the bottom of the page is not showing just yet. When I have more room up top, I will push my paper up. So I'm just laying some things out, just trying to get a feel of the page. I don't have to add the little tiny things right now, like these little bees, because those are just extras, and they're fun. I don't mean they're extras, but they're like extra little blingies, even though they're not blings, but you know what I'm saying. Extra pops. There we go. And then I'm just gonna leave his little hands up here so I don't lose them. And then I have my little bee. And I think you need to go over there. Just laying things out to kind of get an idea. Now, I know I can futz around with the bottom of the page, so it's not a problem. I just want everybody to realize this little bee, he needs to be close to the bottom. I'm going to try to push this up just so you guys are able to see the bottom. Now let's just see if I did that good enough. Move these out of the way. Okay, so I moved that up so I believe everybody can see that. So now, if we just take our little orange flower, and he actually goes like so. So that fits, like that fits at the bottom, so that means that bee's at a perfect height. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really start with him. I'm gonna start to anchor the page with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a little bit of tape onto the paper itself and push him down. Okay, his little antennas, I didn't put any adhesive on them because I don't think it's necessary, because it's going to go into your scrapbook and it won't even matter, because it'll be behind the page protector and he'll be all fine. I'm going to move my flower. I know that I want my photo frame right here, dead center. Okay, because it fits. I have my title and I have my cloud. So I'm going to again run a little tape behind. And I'm going to push that down. And then I'm going to take my photo frame and I'm going to angle that. Now you have your pop dots that I gave you. Those are the little squares that are white if you don't know what pop dots are. I'm going to use my tape, my pop tape that I have from the Dollar Tree, just because I'm getting low on my pop dots, and I'm just going to use this just so it's going to do the same exact thing that you're gonna be doing. You can see how easy this is to use. Again, you get 3 of these rolls for $1 at the Dollar Tree. If they only knew how I plug them, right? Love the Dollar Tree. Love the Dollar Tree. Get such good goodies there. I actually said to my husband, I think I need to go to a support group for Dollar Tree people who have issues about going to the Dollar Tree, that they spend way too much time and money in the Dollar Tree. That's me. So I think I might need a support group, because they have such awesome stuff, such crafty, fun things that I love. All right, I think I made this a little too high. So, again, love my adhesive, because I could just move it. Move that down, and then I'm going to just put that cloud right back there. So, there's my hair again. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to just take my cloud. See, I moved that and I didn't press it down. So now I'm going to press that down. Press that down. That's all good. All right. So, my little bee. Now you might say, can I pop dot that? Sure. Of course you could pop dot it. I don't know if you're going to have enough pop dots to pop dot this. Those pop dots we also need for the other page. But the problem is, when you pop dot all the little, whoops, look, I just broke his antenna. When you pop dot all your little things, what happens is everything is popped then. So that really means that nothing is popped. Nothing will stand out if you pop dot everything. Okay. A little surgery, and he's fine. So, like, this is pop dotted. It's not as high as yours, because your pop dots are a little bit better, which means they're a little bit thicker. But again, I have all of these scrapbooks, and what happens when you look at the side of the scrapbook, if this is the binding, your scrapbook should open up when you're looking at it on its side, like you're looking at the spine. Say this is the spine, and then you turn it, and then you see all the pages, the side of the pages. I wish I had a scrapbook right by me that I could show you what I'm talking about. The side of your book should go like this, so your cover should be flat. When you put all these embellishments, everything that's pop dotted, you put too many things like that in there, the side of your book goes like that. So it doesn't like fit in the shelf as much. It's like too packed. So that's just something to think about. But I know pop dots are a lot of fun. When you start using them, you can go pop dot crazy, and I totally get it. Been there, done that. That's why I'm kind of saying, don't do that, because that's what happened to me. So we are going to lay out the bottom of all these flowers. All right, and this big flower is going to get pop dotted. And you see how it overlaps that photo frame? I like that. I think it looks like, makes it just look very, put together. So like you had your photos when you were making your page. It just looks layered. It looks really great. So anyway, so this guy's pop dotted. So when you put your pop dot behind on the back of this, try not to put the pop dot where it overlaps the photo frame, because when you go to add photos later, you'll be able to put them right on there and it'll go right behind that flower and it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna be like perfect. You're gonna go, oh God, it looks so good. So that's a good thing, okay? We like you to look good. We want you to look good. So what I'm gonna just do is I am going to take my adhesive and I'm just gonna put it in the center of the flower and in the center of this flower. I am going to just have this as my anchor on the page, okay? So I'm just gonna commit to where this is going. Now, you could just lay it. You don't have to press it down. I think that's probably a really good way to do that, just because you might want to slip something underneath, such as a leaf or something like that. So, anyway, on this one, I think I might have not given as many leaves as I probably would have wanted to, but we'll have to see how that all goes. I might have just gave less just because it was just too busy. You get it? Busy. I'm just too funny. I am just way too funny. Anyway, I do crack myself up. I am my biggest fan, and you might be like, this woman is as corny as it can be. And I'm just going to put my pop dots in the center of the back of the flower, just because it's it works, so you can then stick things underneath it. Okay, so again, see how I could put a picture in here? See, like I could put this right behind here and there's nothing stopping it, so it's perfect. Okay, so now I want to put a leaf there. Okay, now I want to take this guy, since I didn't press it down, and I want to rotate it a little bit so you can see that little flower. Okay, and then I have the other big one, and the other big leaf is going to go here. But see, like you could pick that up and put it underneath. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a little adhesive at the base of the leaves, stick that underneath, pick this blue flower up so it lays on top. Perfect. And then I'm going to do it on the bottom of that one. And I'm going to stick it there. And then I'm going to pick that one up, put that there. So this is what's so great, because you're not pressing things down. So you can rotate things. You could do that with regular, the regular adhesive also. Secret is just don't press anything down. Just let it kind of organically happen. Okay. So now, I know I want to stick a nice red one up there. And then you have to make sure that you cover his body so he looks like he is totally entangled in these flowers, that he's just poking his little head out to be like, hey, I'm back here. So, gotta make sure he's all covered up. And then, let's see. Oh, I wanted to, one that's kind of behind him. And then, I'm gonna do one right here. Put him there. Alright, and this little guy, I have him here, but For whatever reason, he's not working for me right there. And I do have another leaf. So if you guys have extra leaves, that's awesome. If not, that's fine too, because this is all I have. And I just want to fill this in over here so you can't see anything that would have been like his body, but it's missing. So I'm just gonna put it over there. All right, and then scoosh that right over there. So he's all covered. And then maybe I'm just gonna take this leaf and up. That's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put this little flower right here. Right there, so it's overlapping. This is pop dotted. Now I have all of these little white ones that are just gonna be like scattered, just to give like a little bit of brightness. That's why I did the little white one. The little white flowers, they're just to brighten up the page. You could just put them wherever, scatter them all over. There's 5 of them. And just scatter them all over. They're kind of like baby's breath. You know how baby's breath just kind of like fills in things and pops things out. That's kind of like what this is. All right, so I don't know if I want to put this last one. Maybe right over there. All right. Perfect. Oh, we just have to add his little hands. All right, so now you have his little hands. Let's just call these thumbs. Okay, let's just call that a thumb. Okay, so you want to have your thumbs in. Okay, so I'm going to take one and just have it like on top of that flower, and then I'm going to do it on top of that flower. He's just like peeking out just to say hi. Okay, so this page is all done. We're going to do the detailing at the end. Okay, so this is how you double check, and then just press down nicely, or you can flip it over and press everything down, however you like to do it. So how perfect is that? Looks so super duper cute. So let me just put this on the side, and now we're going to get out our other bags. So there's only 2 bags in the other page, but this big bag is pretty full. It's chock full of craziness. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to slowly take everything out. Just take my bag and put it on the side. Let's try to organize everything as best that we can. Static cling here. So since I did the darker ones, I'm going to do the darker ones on this side, so I look consistent, and then these are the darker. So just to reduce paper, I am going to put adhesive on my lighter side. You could do it the other way, however you'd like to do it. And we're just going to get rid of this adhesive on the lighter side so I can have my darker side showing. So this is how I reduce. Put that on the side. So let's try to figure this all out. Now, this is the beehive. This is not a beehive. This is a honey pot. There's the lighter and the darker, and I have it on the darker side. Now I have my little clouds. Just so you know, this is the beehive. Okay. Oh my goodness. flower. I got some leaves. I think this one has tons of leaves, whereas the other side, I was lacking leaves. So if anything, if there's too many leaves in this one, you want to add a couple on the other side, feel free when we get to that. All right, this is the branch. There's a heart and flowers. This is my bees, and this is from my honey pot. Those are my leaves and my honey pot. This one's chock full of goodies. So happy to see these little white guys again. I really thought I forgot to put those white flowers in there, you guys. I really did. Like, my heart was like in my throat. Okay, and here is my honey. Okay, and I have it that the honey, the longer piece, is on the left-hand side. So all those goodies are all out, and that's a lot of goodies to organize and a lot of goodies to try to reduce. So let's try to do that. So let's take our honey pot on the darker side, and then our orange. I actually like it on the darker side, but if you like it on the lighter side, feel free to do that. Totally up to you, because it doesn't really matter which side you put it on. But we're going to put that little label right through the middle, and you know where it fits because it meets on both sides. Then you're going to take your honey, and you see how like it's so like bright, which is really good, so that you'll know that it's honey. You are going to put your adhesive on the darker side. Just kind of float it in here, because this is going to get covered with this brown piece, which is the cap. And there you go. And I think I want to make this float a little bit lower, because I don't like the way that that piece is showing. So I'm going to bring it really to the bottom of where the cover is going to meet it. I like that so much better. It looks like it's really like spilling out of the top. I like that. So now in your leaves, look for like one of your smaller leaves, your set of smaller leaves. And it doesn't matter which side you pick. I am going to have the darker side show. And you're just going to put that down. And then you're just going to take this little white flower, the bigger of the white flowers, and it's going to go right there. And there's your little honey pot. Honey pot's built. Woohoo! Now we're going to take our hive, and on the back of my hive I had the tiny little bit of my bumblebee on there. So just kind of flip things over and just make sure that nothing is sticking together with the static, you know. I have to say, with this silicone mat, you guys can see really good. I'm very excited. I'm really glad that I purchased this. Of course, this little piece right here that it's where it was folded in half. Maybe one of these days it'll totally iron itself out. Not like you can iron silicone, so it'll just kind of maybe come out. All right, so now this other little piece that's going to go on next on your little hive, if you flip it over, it's the dark side, and the dark side on the dark side isn't going to really work. So you want to make sure it's on the light side, or you want to make sure that's on the light side. Whichever one you decide to do. I did the base as the dark side. I put adhesive on the dark side on the next piece and layered it right on. Okay. And then, if you put the light piece on it, you're not going to see it. So you need to do the dark piece. And you're going to put it on the bigger piece. There. And I'm going to put adhesive on the lighter side there. And these just match right up. Okay, but it has a little line. But you have your little heart. And I'm going to do it on the dark side, showing. And there's your little heart. Now your little beehive is made. I'm just going to put it with my branch. And then I have a little set of leaves and a medium set of leaves that I'm going to just put with the branch. Okay, so I know that. All right, so guess what? It's time to do the little bees again. So I have it on the darker side of the blue. I don't even know if I said that on the other one, but I did have it on the darker to the side of the blue. Okay. And we just need the bee body. That sounds so cute, right? The bee body. Oh, I crack myself up. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody's, I'm not going too fast. And if I'm going too fast, you get to see me again. But if you notice, when you start taking classes with me, I pretty much work things the same way. I try to always reduce the paper. I always try to put things together as much as I can to then put the whole page together. So I'm just sharing with you the way that I scrapbook. If you do it differently, then please do it the way that you would like to do it. This is just supposed to be a fun thing to do. And I love scrapbooking. And I wish I had more time to do it. All right. So now, remember, the top one is going down, the bottom one's going up. And I'm just going to put a little adhesive there. I'm going to take my yellow portion of my bee. This guy is upside down. All right. And there we go. And now our little bee's built. It looks like he had some good honey. And he's a little, but that's okay. Oh, I lied. I forgot his little tiny little tail. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. And if you have tweezers and you like tweezers, this is where tweezers come in handy. When you're working on a project that has all little tiny pieces, and then you like want to like strangle the person who designed it. So, sorry. But you appreciate me later. That's for sure. And so many people say, oh, I heard you in my head when I was adding pictures to my page. I'm like, yeah, you can slip them right in and nobody knows you didn't have them. There we go. I think this one's a little big. So what I might just do is just trim them up. I like that. There we go. I guess it's just better to get something big than small. So then you could just trim them. So that one is up, and now this one is down. And this one has a buzz. Oh, it's on the picker upper. Such technical terms I use. So anyway, I hope you guys will try and join me when I'm live and in person back at the library. That's going to be in June, so I'm very, very excited to see everybody. And to meet some of these new names, because I have to say, you guys, I see some names and I don't really know some of you. So I would love to be able to say, oh, that's what you look like, and put a face to a name. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight, because it's just, it's always fun. It's always fun to get together and to craft. Okay, so now we have to put together some of our flowers. So this one has a little bit less flowers than the last one. So this one's backwards from the other one. The other one, it was the darker than the lighter. Now it's the lighter and then the darker. And that one was nice and easy to line up. And this one has the big brown circle to go in the middle. So that will reduce that. I'm just going to put that on the side. And then I am going to do I don't know, what side did I do? I think I'm going to do the lighter side of this one. And I'm going to put the lighter side showing of my circle. And then I'm going to take the next biggest brown, and then I'm going to put that in the center. And there's my flower. That was nice and easy. And I have my red, and I want the bright side of the red showing. And I'm going to put my center. Put that on the side. And then this guy, I don't think there's really a difference. And I don't know if I know how to count when it comes to putting the brown centers in, because I have another center left over. I don't know. Better to have extra. And then this time there's 3 whites, and I'm going to put those on the side. And now I piled them all on that photo mat, and I'm going to probably need that photo mat. But whichever. Now we're going to put together our big bee. Because we put all of that stuff together. It looks so pretty on there. That looks like that would be a very pretty card. Makes me think. Love these colors. They're so springy. Okay. So now, these little baggies, just try to save those bags and put your little stuff in there, or, you know, try to reuse them as much as you can, because we don't want to have the landfill all filled. Because I give out a lot of baggies. Yep. Okay. So now let's put this bee together. Got lots of little pieces. But we're like bee professionals, because we know what we're doing. So again, I want the darker part of my bee. I just had to pull out the center of the. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had to pull out the center of the antenna. Okay. Ooh, goodness, that feels better. I'm just going to take another cough drop. It's so funny how it is. It always happens at night. Always. Okay. I'm getting low on... Oh, no. We have the wrong adhesive. I was like, how did I go through another one? All right. So I'm going to put his little face on a little bit lower than his head, just so we can have some cute little definition there. Then we're going to add his little nose. This time I believe, nope, there was 2 hands. Okay, add his little nose. And his eyes. And if you like to use the Xyron, you certainly can. Very hard though to find the refills, guys. I'm really having a hard time. I haven't checked Amazon lately, but I did check, I checked Michael's the last time. They didn't have it. Joann's, they didn't have it. So I don't know what's going on with them. Okay. So his little face is built. Now let's build his belly. Darker side up, okay? This time we have some legs. The biggest piece is going to go across the bottom. Just going to add a little adhesive on the bottom. It's going to be just like before. Just across the bottom. Have your little Hershey's Kiss is what it looks like. And then I'm going to add some adhesive onto this. Side to side. See what happens when you go too quick? Gotta pick it up and move your stripe. Alright. A little better. Oh, not really. Who am I kidding? Alright. Finally, 3 times a charm. Now, I'm going to show you a little something just in case you don't know. They do sell these in the Dollar Tree. They're, it's an adhesive eraser. So I got adhesive on here, so I just want to remove it. These used to be so expensive, but now they sell them in the Dollar Tree for $1. Just one for $1. They used to be like $2.99. Like in the, if you go to Michael's and you see this in Michael's, it's like $2.99. So it's a super duper deal at Dollar Tree. So now we're just going to add this on his neck. Okay. There we go. And now we're just going to put adhesive on the bottom of his neck on the back and add him to his body. He's a cutie patootie. Gonna flip him over again, and I'm just gonna put adhesive on the back of his body where the wings are gonna go. I think I'm gonna do the lighter ones, I think I did the lighter ones on the big B. So I'm just going to push that on and push that on. Push them all together. He's looking really fabulous. And then, oh, with this guy, I fibbed to you guys. Fibbed. So sorry. Let's clean this up with my adhesive. If you're able to pull yours off, please do so. If not, I'm sorry. I fibbed. We're going to have it so it's not right at the bottom. So you have a little bit of the yellow showing. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. Didn't matter on the first one because it got covered. But now he has a little bit more stripes, so he has a little bit more yellow showing. Ha! Thank goodness we saved him. Now I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the bottom and the back. And I'm going to take his legs. So of course this is his foot and this is his inner leg. And he's just sitting there on the ground with his feet pointing upwards. There we go. Our bee is built. His little hands are going to go on the sides for right now. Okay. And now we're going to take our piece of paper. Put our piece of paper out. And we are going to start to build this page. Remember how I said before, these flowers? I'm just going to dump them on the side here. I'm going to lay out my photo mats. And let's see, my tree trunk. This is not a tree trunk, it's a tree limb. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Aren't you so glad I correct myself? Like, ay. We're going to take our bigger cloud and put our bigger cloud just right down. It's floating out there. And then we're going to take our tree limb and our part that is coming straight down, that's where the hive is connected, so you make sure that's at the bottom. We are going to take some of our adhesive and we are going to have it so this little tree limb goes to the exact corner of the page, so it looks like the tree is off the page. And then we're going to take our little hive. I did not pop dot this, I just put adhesive on it, and I added my hive. And now I'm going to take my photo mat, and it's going to go almost down to the bottom of the page and about an inch off of the side, and it's going to go right down. And then I'm going to take my little honey pot and I'm going to move this up. I can see that you guys can't see the very, very bottom. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was not in frame. And I know I'm crooked because I'm working crooked. So let's see, I'm going to put that down, which I don't want to put there. Just realized what I want to do is I want to look at my little honey pot, and my honey pot is going to be in front of my photo frame and half on my photo frame and half off of my photo frame. So I want to put adhesive down this side, my pop dot. So you could put 2 pop dots down on the side, and you'll see that you'll be able to get your picture right underneath there. So now that's done. So this side of the page is really coming along very nicely. So my little bumblebees, they're very busy. Can I say that anymore? Love these little bees though. They're so cute. Just so you know, I love them so much. They're on, these bees, are the little ones, are on next month's, which I will give you a sneak peek. Oh, we forgot to put our leaves on. So we need to take our bigger leaf and put it there. Then we have a small leaf, and you can do the darker side or the lighter side, whatever you want to do, and put it up there. It kind of looks very coloring book, like the way that everything is outlined and looks really good. That's kind of like what I kind of like for this. It looks cutesy. I like cutesy. So now we're going to take our little flower, put a little adhesive on the back, and we're going to pick this up. Actually, I lied. Don't do that yet. Let's put adhesive on the back of this and our cloud. I'm going to kind of take a couple things all at once. We're going to take our cloud, just lay it down. It is kind of very close to the edge of the page, so you get to see it. And this is up. Make sure it's straight up there. Perfect. Now we're going to take our flower, and it's going to join. It's going to touch behind the right photo frame and in front of the left photo frame. And then we're going to take one of the medium leaves, and we're just going to put it right underneath. and push it down. And then we're going to take our little white flower, add a little white flower here. See, the white really makes the whole thing pop, which makes me very excited. I like that. I like the way that all is. Now our little bee, our cutesy little bee, I did not pop dot him. I have him right down. The flower is, the pinky flower is going to be pop dotted. I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm not gonna push him down just yet, just in case. Now this little pinky guy, I'm going to put a little pop dot on. Again, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm at the bottom. You guys can't see good. I apologize. I'm gonna pull that up. So sorry. Take a little pop dot, put it in the middle, and I'm just gonna put it down, and then I'm going to take the large leaves, stick it behind there, and I'm going to want to do that, but it is too big. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna cut one of my leaves out. I wanted the smaller of the two leaves, and I'm gonna take it and put it right in there, put it right underneath him. And now this leaf, I don't know if I want to waste it or not. I think I'm just gonna put that leaf on the side for right now. Now I'm missing my other flower. Oh, here it is. Oh. Got myself a little nervous. What else is new? Okay. So now I'm going to take a little baby leaf. And I'm going to stick it here. And the red. And I'm going to fix my leaf so it looks like it's coming from underneath. Put my little red one there. And then I'm going to take the little blue one, or my turquoise one, whatever you'd like to call it. I don't know, I think I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it right there. I had it over there on my sample, but I'm changing it up. I have a lot of little friends that always change things up, and now I'm taking a page out of their book. And I like it. Sometimes I really like it because you have more of a chance to really play with it. I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to have it so the leaf is right over there. So it looks nice and jungly, if that's a word. We just make up words as we go. And again, the thumbs are on the inside. I'm going to, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even think I'm going to use these hands because I didn't put my leaves close enough. are my flowers close enough. So I think I'm just going to leave him with no hands. He's going to be like, oh, they were no hands. All right. So guess what? Our pages are now built. But I'm going to show you just how to add a little bit of interest with using some markers. Now I want to show you this. Now I bought it about a month ago in Five Below, and it is 6 artist pens for $3.25. And Five Below is so close to you guys over in the Kohl's Shopping Center. I almost said Caldor Shopping Center. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. The words, I don't know. The words are just sometimes escaping me. On them, they have a number. And the higher the number, the thicker the point. Now, the one pen you don't want to use is the one that's marked brush, because it's not for this. It's not for this. You're like, that's just not for this. So I'm going to use number 4. And these pens are really quite nice for $3.25. Now, again, not sure if this is a regular stocked item or what, but I found them and I thought these were really cool and really worth it. And I do plan on getting some more, just so you know. That's how much I really liked them. Now you guys, you take it however you would like, because I think it was a bargain. And I love a good bargain. Just means we can buy a little bit more. Because we always want to buy more crafts, because it's just so much fun. I'm just going to add a little detail to my clouds and leaves. Just a little. Right? And a jar. Just gives a little bit of pop to these die cuts, which I think is kind of nice. I can't make up my mind if I want to add anything to the flowers other than just the centers. I'm kind of just putting a couple little dots and just drawing lines on the centers of the leaves. So I don't know. A little mouth. He looks like he's going, ooh. I don't know. Cutesy pootsy. I don't know. Maybe a little eyelashes. I like little eyelashes. Very cute. Give us a little bit of personality. I don't think I like the mouth, so that's up to you guys if you want to add the mouth. I think I'd leave the mouth off, unless maybe you find a really nice smile. Okay, I'll get my other one. Now another thing to add a little bit of dimension would be you could add some chalk. But I have to say, I think everything on here is so nice and bright, I don't think I'm going to need to add any chalk. So I'm not going to, I don't think. The only thing that I am tempted to add is a little pink on the cheeks, but I'm not really too sure. I think since I added that mouth to the other one, I'm kind of like a little gun shy now. Alright. Alright. These. And my cloud. There we go. Oh, and some leaves. Looking awesome. All right. So I have to say this and make these a little bit bigger because they're kind of not standing out at all. All right. So my busy little bee is all done. I hope your little busy little bee came out just as good. Couldn't imagine it not. And that's what it looks like, all done. So cute little pictures you guys can take outside when you may be planting. Coming up, 4 pictures, cutesy little pictures on there. Very happy about this. I hope you guys are happy about this too. I will share with you what we're going to be doing next month. It's another springy layout because it's spring. And love blooms here. And these are my little pretty little cutesy little birds. See, that bee is back. And he has little inchwormy friends. I do look very, very crooked. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I was just crooked from the start or if I'm just crooked. I'm going to try to straighten that out. There we go. So, this one's really cute. It's 2 different pattern papers. I have some dotted green paper with some sky blue paper. And we use some chalk and some pens. And this one's fun. This one is going to be, I will tell you right now, on my handy dandy calendar. This one is on May 6th, and it will be a Facebook one and a Facebook Live. And you purchase your kit at the library, and that should be a lot of fun. I like the way that this one came out, and I have to tell you, I like the way this looks on camera. It looks so cute. Sometimes when I take a picture or something, it doesn't come across as cute as it does in person, but that one definitely did, and I think this one does too. I think the colors really pop, and it's a lot of fun. And I think I'm going to add little eyelashes on this guy too. So give them a little personality and maybe a little something dots. I don't know. Sometimes I just can't help myself and I just keep adding. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But I like him. He's cute. He's really cute. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight. And thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. And again, I will be here, Facebook Live, on the 6th of May. And then I will be live and in person at the library on June 10th. I don't know what we're doing yet. Something's telling me summer, 'cause summer's coming, and I'm very excited about that. So anyway, thank you again for joining me. I appreciate you spending your evening with me, and I hope you like your project. And if you should need anything, you can just private message me, and that would be wonderful, and I will get out to you whatever you need. I think I did okay though, because my kit was just like a random one that I just pulled. So I'm hoping that I did as well for you. So again, if anything's missing, let me know. All right? Thanks again, everybody. Have a lovely night. Take care. Bye-bye.